Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Oh my God. Y'all gonna kill me, but I've been busy. I was supposed to go to the doctor on Wednesday, and I couldn't, even though I was told don't worry about anything, just go do what I had to do. I was feeling a little better for Wednesday. Yesterday it was like my leg was killing me, and I think this thing is moving. So today I am going. I made an appointment yesterday. I made an appointment, so I am going. My appointment is at 10:30. So I am in pain. One night I didn't sleep at all. Probably 30 minutes here and there. But I watched damn near 3 seasons of the Outer Banks. I think it's called, or Outer Banks is really, really good. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's see, who do we have? Um, Sarah motherfucking Z, good morning. MRE, good morning. Brown Eyed Girl, Dirty Bitch, good morning. Tina, sweetie, good morning. Um, let's see who else we have. Michelle LaBelle, Snuggle Bunny, Vault. Good morning. Um, oh my goodness. So today, Snuggle Bunny. I say Snuggle Bunny. So today, the Delphi murder trial starts today. Um, they've got the jury seated. Um, but I just, oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me just get myself situated. I'm propping up a pillow, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. So let me tell you, I was sitting in the office and I was scrolling through. My son, good morning. Good morning, my son. You work you're working? Hi, Lolly and Pop. You're not working this. It's evening or afternoon. Well, you could be. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you working waves. Got you. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. So I was scrolling through Instagram and y'all saw what I posted, right? About the squirrel lady that trained her squirrels to attack her boyfriend. That shit was funny as hell. I was laughing so hard I was choking. Um, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's not as bad. Let me it's not as bad as it was the last time. That's why it's not. I don't know if it's my sciatic or not. If I hit that nerve, I don't know. But I feel like shooting pain running down my leg sometime. And it's right, it's moved up past the hip part and it's like fucking killing me. So yeah, I'm good. It's just but let me tell you, sitting getting to sit in my car is horrible. Good morning, pick me. Um, and then when I get out the car, it's horrible. Last time it was my right leg. So if you when I hit that when that sciatic was really bad about 3.5 years ago or 4 years ago, anytime I hit my gas on my brake, I was screaming in my car. This time is on the left side. So I'm going today. I am definitely going today. But we do have the lawsuit for Ashley Parham. I have it up on my tab. The details are disgusting. See, I gotta get that pillow, Tina. Send me where to get that from. Drea told me to get CBD. Now, when I first moved here, I had like I think it was 3 or 4 CBD cigarettes, and I gave 3 to Addie. I have one in here somewhere, but I can't find it. I think it's in a kitchen drawer. It's in a pack. It's in a kitchen drawer. I have it. Now I don't know how good it is. It's been almost 4 years. With 3. Well, I've had it for. I got it right before I moved, so it's been 3 years, not 3.5. It's been 3 years. So I gave 3 to Addie. Um, when she and her husband were here. And then I kept one for myself in case I wanted to smoke, but I'm gonna have to find it because stopping anywhere on my way home is not working. I had groceries delivered the other day because I wasn't walking through no store. Um, thank you, Tina. Good. Hi, Christoph. Good morning. So let's get into it. But anyway, tomorrow morning, um, well, we're going to discuss a little bit of Ashley this morning. But tomorrow morning, Kelly's going to be here at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 my time with myself and Debbie. And as a former New York detective, we're going to discuss a lot of stuff that's coming out about all of these police reports that were filed. Nothing's being done. Kelly has he has a lot to say about this Diddy case. And Michelle, hi, Just Riley. Good morning. CBD is nothing. It's not it's not THC. It's not the marijuana. So CBD is nothing. But Drea told me to try, and I said I was going to order me some CBD oil, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I remembered I had that CBD cigarette, whatever it is. I'm going to find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. Riley, how have you been? But the Delphi case, it starts today. Um, and they already did, but it's probably what it is going to be opening statements and stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to be. Hi, Bubby Sue. How are you? I don't think it's going to be anything earth shattering, but let's just take a quick look at what's going on because the prosecutors, was it the prosecutors or the defense that wanted to take the jurors to the murder site? I'm like, when do we start doing all of this shit again? That shit started with OJ. Okay. But Lean Payne, that's who I want to start with. Let's go take a look at Lean Payne because this is all so shocking. Now, he was supposed to be there to support one of his fellow members from One Direction. And the girlfriend was there with him, and she flew home like 2 days later. But allegedly, when he jumped, not fell, jumped off that balcony, there were two women in the hotel room with him. Now, there were pictures going around the other day of him actually deceased. But when I saw him, I actually thought he twitched. So I don't know. Hi, Mustang Sally. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And then I'm hearing all these rumors about Oprah's house being raided, but there was a raid in Florida yesterday. It's supposedly DJ Khaled's former residence. They raided that mansion yesterday, and they said that he had put it on the market in March or May. I'm trying to see if he was still living there or not. That's what I'm trying to see. Hi, Ball Cat. I stopped in your chat the other day, but you were playing Halloween music, and I was like, oh no, I need to try to sleep. But I was going to tell you, I don't know, because when I came in, you were playing Michael Jackson, and I don't know if you're going to get hit for that or they just take the stream down. But anything Michael Jackson, Prince related, George Michael related, Luther, DMX, you will get hit. So be careful with that. See, and TMZ did the same thing when Kobe Bryant died. His wife didn't even know he was deceased yet. But their excuse was that they were told, the family was told. Hi, Jess Fletch. Oh my God. So yeah, but his girlfriend was with him, and then she flew home 2 days later. Well, 2 days before he did what he did. But TMZ, okay, even if there's a car accident, if you watch the news, and if there's a car accident, well, I know a lot of times in Houston, they didn't show the actual car itself. They spoke about it just in case family members were watching and didn't realize that their loved one was deceased. Okay. But we've got to stop putting out these people's pictures and shit. No, they have no empathy, none at all. And I used to like Harvey too. I used to like him. Hi, so done. I'm going, sweetie. I promise today I'm going at 10:30. I am going. My crazy ass was like, well, I'll order an Uber. I'm like, shit, I still got to get in the car. So I might as well drive my damn self. And then I was thinking, every time I go to the airport, is $43. And I'm only like maybe 12 minutes away. 12 minutes, and coming home is I pay $80 in Uber charges just to fly in and out. When I can park at the parking lot at the airport for like $10 a day. Was it $9.99? And I have to see if they have covered parking, because I'm not leaving my car if it's not in covered parking. So, okay, let's go take a look at this story with Liam. Okay. Good morning for everyone coming in. Pick me. Don't tell everybody my secret. It's funny. She says, I have jury duty. How do I get out of it? So I told her how, and she got out. Okay, here we go.
Of One Direction reacting this afternoon to the sudden death of their bandmate Liam Payne. The 31-year-old died after falling from a third-story hotel balcony.
He didn't fall. He jumped. He didn't fall. He jumped. Okay? He didn't fall. Stop saying that. He jumped.
Buenos Aires, Argentina. In a statement, they said in part, quote, we're completely devastated by the news of Liam's passing. In time and when everyone is able to, there will be more to say. For now, our thoughts are with his family, his friends, and the fans who loved him alongside us. We'll miss him terribly. We love you, Liam. Signed, Louis, Zane, Niall, and Harry. Meanwhile, there are troubling new details surrounding his death. A preliminary autopsy report reveals the singer died from multiple traumas and internal and external bleeding. Photos shared with ABC News by UK news outlet ITN appear to show drug paraphernalia and a smashed TV inside Payne's ABC News by UK.
That's a Dove box. So that's a soap box. There's some kind of cap for a can. What were the drugs inside the Dove soap box? There's a lighter. This little thing. All of this foil. There is cocaine. I don't know what all of this black shit is right here, but this lid right here. Then we have a cap over here. You can see they had the little match, whatever it is, and they were, okay. He was on a bender. Yeah, he was really on something. This, I didn't see a needle, but whatever this is in this long wrap foil here, we have foil there. Whatever's in this little bottle, I'm thinking all of this shit was inside of this Dove. In this Dove box.
UK news outlet ITN appear to show drug paraphernalia and a smashed TV inside Payne's hotel room.
Look at that. Look at that. See, if that was a Diddy party, they would have had a cleanup crew come in, replace the TV. The hotel would have looked like it was brand new. See, they needed a cleanup crew. They needed what we call cleaners to come in here and handle this.
Plus, in a 911 call, a hotel manager calls for help, saying there's a guest who's drunk on drugs and alcohol, breaking everything in the room. And he says he's fearing for the guest's life because of the balcony. Fans the world over are now in mourning. And Eyewitness News reporter Ashley Mackey joins us now with more on that. Ashley?
As teenagers, Liam Payne and the rest of One Direction burst on the scene back in 2010 on the show The X Factor. Since then, the British pop boy band has seen international stardom. Now, with the announcement of Payne's passing, fans all across the world have been reacting to this sudden loss. After the
So the thing is, someone just said it in a chat. Young people they unalive themselves every day. Every day. Is that what it was, dog? Damn. So he didn't OD. He must have had a good batch. Let me stop saying that. He must have had a good batch because something went terribly wrong with this young man. When he was in the hotel lobby and he was destroying stuff in the hotel lobby, right then and there, sort of taking him back to his room, the police should have been called. He should have been arrested. Or taken on a psycho. Same thing they did to Travis Scott when he was in London, which he always get. Oh my God. Jesus.
News of Liam Payne's death, fans in Argentina gathered at Casa Sur Hotel, sang his songs, and laid out flowers as a memorial to the global star. And a day later, fans are still reeling. We spoke with one woman in LA who grew up listening to the band.
I didn't believe it. I was very shocked. I had to look through multiple sources just to confirm that it's true.
Psychiatrist Dr. Evita Limon Rocha wants people to know that feeling sad is perfectly normal. She says even though we may not know the person, it's the music that connects us.
Different artists and had musicians are there with us as we grow and feel and experience life. So it makes a lot of sense that when someone that had such an impact with their art, that had such an impact on our own memories, that we feel an emotion or have an emotional response to their passing.
Many fans like Bianca say they didn't believe the news at first.
I think that I was very shocked and just surprised because he's so young, and I think that it kind of puts into perspective like how many years it's been since One Direction, and like, oh, we're all older now.
Can anybody tell me a song that One Direction made that I may know? Okay. Can anybody tell me one song that One Direction made that I may know? I've heard of the group. It's just he was speedballing. Roddy, what you know about that? Yep, I've seen those too. But jeez. And everybody is like, mental illness, no matter who it is. And just reading in the chat that the mother and the parents and the girlfriend had just taken out a cease and desist. But every time, from what I'm hearing, she would say she was leaving him, he would threaten to harm himself. These young people have all this money, and it doesn't make them happy. Money, I've always said, does not buy you happiness. And I mean that. I used to shop till I was dropped. I still felt empty. Money doesn't buy you happiness. Look at this young man on TikTok. I mean, he up and coming, had his own thing going, making money, and want to K his girlfriend. She ran away from him, so he K'd the dog and then K'd himself while she was on the phone, so she can remember that for the rest of her life. Mental illness is something else. That's something you don't play with. And people that use that as an excuse for their effed up behavior is sick.
Evita says the grief may come in waves, and while this is normal, it's important to be mindful of the ways we cope.
We may feel loss in a lot of different ways, and that's okay. However, if we ever feel that grief is impacting our well-being or impacting our relationships or our work or our school, then it's important to reach out for help.
Dr. Evita also mentioned something else unique to the times, social media. She says it's important to check in with ourselves and take those social media breaks as needed.
So let me just say this. Seems to me that when I die, these words will be you. Okay, so they're playing a song with One Way right now. Okay. Don't know it. Sorry, don't know it. Anyway, Riley, tomorrow morning, Kelly's going to be up with myself and Debbie, if you want to come up. But mental illness is not something you play with. I've said it before. My niece, she actually put a pillow over her head, unlived herself. My other niece was going through postpartum really, really bad and drinking and doing all these pills. I don't think she really wanted to go out like that. Her baby was what, 4 months old, 5 months old, and I guess she woke up trying to get to the bathroom and she couldn't. So they called an accidental death. My nephew suffers from mental illness, and he was given a bad hit on something that was laced, and he's never been the same since. So my niece used to sit there and she would be talking. And I remember they used to come by the house. Oh my God, Black Cat Music. Good morning. Long time. I'm glad to see you. And thank you for the $9.99. I remember when she wanted to come stay with me for a while, and I called her mom, and she was in her late. I said, I can't have her here. I just can't. I can't. She would drive herself to work, leave work, would be way out in Galveston, don't know how she got there. When they were telling me she was spending all this money, and she had bought a new car, paid for it with cash, she was traveling. I'm like, this is not like Z. She doesn't do shit like that. Well, she already had this plan. I told you she went to the doctor with her mom. They were asking her if she was having S spots. She kept saying, no, 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 no. Mom, no, mom, I was just joking. And her mother said no. And to this day, she's going, I should have just said this. I said she would have did it one way or the other. And she would have. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Maria, my dot. How are you? So let's get to this Delphi murder case.
It is a case that has captivated.
Let me just stop this for a minute. I got to get it back up on the screen. Oh, there it is. I thought I'd taken it down. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments.
The case that has captivated the country for more than 7 years. Tomorrow, today. Richard Allen will stand trial for the deaths of Abby Williams and Libby German. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Dustin Grove.
And I'm Felicia Lawrence. Today, the jury was sworn in. 8 women, 4 men, and the 2 alternates are women as well. They are all from Allen County, but they will be in Carroll County for the duration of the trial.
Meantime, today, the special judge in this case heard arguments on multiple motions. One of them was over these sketches you see right here. The prosecution does not want them used at the trial, saying they will confuse the jury. A special judge, Frances Gall, says she will rule on this tomorrow morning, right before opening statements.
And there was also a motion asking the jury to visit the site of where the girls' bodies were found. But the defense withdrew it, so that appears no longer to be an issue.
So now all eyes are on Carroll County.
And we're now less than 24 hours from the start of the trial. Samantha Johnson joins us live from downtown Delphi. And Sam, you've been there all day. Can you walk us through
Now, is it today that marked 7 years since the girls died, Tina, or was it yesterday? This has been going on for 7 years with not him, but the investigation when they look. 7 years. 7 years, those 2 young girls lost their life. It's just sad. Very, very sad.
What you've seen so far.
Yeah, guys, I got to tell you, the Carroll County Courthouse looks a little different in place. All this ahead of a trial that, like you mentioned, is more than 7.5 making. Just off Main Street in downtown Delphi, the Carroll County Courthouse now dons restricted areas with bright orange barriers and black privacy fencing and tents, all to protect jurors and the defendant, Richard Allen, from the public in the days and weeks to come. As this small town starts a trial that has weighed on its people for years.
Because Delphi is known for many great things. And so I hope we get back to that.
Kristen Patz works at St. Elizabeth Healthcare Campus in Delphi, where staff decided to make a donation to Delphi Police.
They've supported us and we support them. So this opportunity, we know that this trial coming up is going to take a lot of their time and energy. And we wanted to just do something special to impact them and to provide them with special treats.
Delphi PD sharing these photos on social media.
Oh, they were overjoyed.
Other downtown businesses collecting donations too and expecting more company in the weeks to come. The trial expected to last through November 15th, when Pat says Delphi will finally start a new chapter.
Just healing. Healing. I hope that.
How do you heal from something like this, though? 2 young girls. There's no healing.
Peace is brought to the town and healing, and we can all continue to support each other through it now during the trial while the media is here, and then the years and weeks and months following.
So as a reminder, the first day of this trial is set for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. But we have so much more to get to in the meantime. Bob Siegel is in Delphi with me this afternoon. Emily Longnecker is in Allen County. You will hear from both of them still ahead tonight on 13 News at 5.
All right, Samantha Johnson live in Delphi for us. Thank you.
And we have much more on the Delphi murder trial coming up this afternoon.
That's right. Our 13 News legal expert, Katie Jackson-Lindsay, will be joining us live in studio at 4:30 to break down the latest.
So I'm going to be listening to the opening of this trial. I think when the detective gets up on the stand to testify, well, I think it's 3 detectives. I will be showing that trial. I will be doing that. So I'm just trying to make sure I get to that point where I can do this. So,
and now
let's not talk about Diddy yet. So I was reading the autopsy report for Richard Simmons, our fitness guru. And now, it said the day before he died, hi, Missy Tessa, he took a fall and he didn't want to go to the doctor. He died the day after his birth. Oh, Wanda Smith. Sorry, Richard, hold on. Wanda Smith, the DJ from Atlanta that got into it with Katt Williams. Wanda Smith died the day after her birthday. Wanda Smith. Remember I showed you that clip? You think it's something fishy about her? So Wanda Smith and Kevin, let me just show you Wanda real quick, and then I'm going to come back to the other one. So she got into it with Katt Williams. Hi, Riley. Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you for paying me back for all the pennies that I throw at you in your lives. I'm sorry. Let me replace this screen. So I don't know if you were, but she went at Katt Williams. One thing you don't want to ever do is go at Katt Williams. This man is truly on his feet at all times. So she died the day after her birthday.
Voice-filled Atlanta airwaves for years has died. B103 confirmed beloved comedian and radio personality Wanda Smith passed away. Smith was 58 years old. She was known for co-hosting the show Frank and Wanda in the Morning from 1998 to 2012.
So she got fired. She got fired after fucking with Katt. She got fired after fucking with Katt. And they told her that she went beyond, but Katt put her in her place. Rest in peace, Wanda, but I'm going to show that Katt Williams clip.
Shared a statement on social media saying in part, Wanda's impact touched lives beyond making us laugh. Many times she championed efforts behind the scenes to make a difference in the lives of those who were without. Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens issued this statement on Smith's passing, quote, "We not only trusted her, we relied on her for her acumen, a common sense way of speaking to her listeners, and perhaps most importantly, telling us it was okay to laugh in good times and bad.
Oh, yeah, but she wasn't laughing. Let me get this Katt Williams clip. I'm sorry. I just have to play this Katt Williams clip. She kept coming at Katt. And let's see. I don't want to play the whole thing. I don't want to talk about Club Shay Shay. Hold on. Let me
Never forget when this female host tried to roast Katt Williams and instantly regretted it.
And hair up and get to the salon. Your hair is kind of...
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
That's not a perm?
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's
Come run one of your gnarled fingers. While you on air. So they can hear you live.
Come on. Stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hairs moving while we talk. Headphones coming together.
Them old ass clothes you got on. Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am. You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down. I've never been to prison. 19 felonies, no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same.
Never forget when this female host tried to roast Katt Williams and
she was coming and Katt was, he wasn't supposed to be on the show at all. And he went to be with a fellow comedian that was there that night. And he went to support him. But Wanda want to show that she's all of that. And Katt wasn't having it. Hold on.
But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Right, true.
Tomorrow, be there. All right. Red Grant Show, I know I'll be there. Don't miss it.
Something happened, comedy, but they know.
What type of beverage they having today.
So they go by those ticket sales. That's dope.
What else could they go by?
Yeah.
And
I thought it was like popularity.
What comedian don't think everybody can't wait for their next special?
So Katt, it was nothing nice. She started and he dusted the floor with her. May you rest in peace. Okay. But you fucked with the wrong one that time because Katt wasn't playing and you started it and he finished it. So Sean Diddy, P. Diddy, the diddler, he said you were big on radio and her gnarled finger. Katt was on, he just went, but you have to watch the whole thing. It's like 24 minutes. And she wanted her co-host to step in. Now he tried over and over again. He kept saying, okay, guys, let's move on. But Wanda kept going and Katt just finished her off. And I was like, damn. So it was like Judge Mathis and Judge Mathis and Wendy Williams and Whitney Houston and Wendy Williams. They dust her. They just dust her and stood her up in a corner somewhere. So here we go.
To the torrent of sexual assault allegations filed against Sean Diddy Combs just this week alone.
Yeah, now his defense team is asking the federal judge to start revealing who his accusers are. They say that's the only way that they can prepare and have a fair trial.
So again, he wants the accusers' names. Okay? He wants the accusers' names. Liza put her name out there. Ashley has put her name out there. But now he wants to know the 16-year-old boy's name. He wants to know the 9-year-old boy. You don't need to. Well, see, he has a right to face his accusers. This is what I have an issue with. He has a right to face his accusers. Do we really need to know their names before court? Is the question that I always have. This is a big case. Shit's coming out the wall. I hear people going, Oprah house was raided. She done left the country. Ellen DeGeneres done left the country. I did hear that Mia and Ashton is planning on moving to Europe. I think that might be true, but hold on.
11's Anthony DiLorenzo is live in Lower Manhattan after pouring through the newest court filings. Anthony.
Well, Shirley, Diddy's been behind bars since his arrest last month, and now his attorneys say they want to know who the women are that are accusing him, as well as some men, so that they can mount a vigorous defense on his behalf. Sean Diddy Combs fighting back from behind bars amid a wave of new accusers coming forward this week. His attorneys filing this motion in his criminal sex trafficking case, asking the judge to allow the names of his alleged victims be made known. Attorney Mark Agnifilo blaming a hysterical media circus that could deprive Diddy of a fair trial, saying Combs should have the right to respond to allegations of uncredited accusers in civil.
Uncredited. Uncredited. Now, any lawyer that's worth their salt is going to want evidence. They're going to want proof. In Ashley's case, she filed not one, not two, but 3 police reports. The police actually came out that day and nothing was done. Nothing was done. So this woman's hysterical. She's gone to the hospital, but you did nothing. All of these cops that were made aware that report police departments that they had reports filed. I still want to know what LA is going to do about that shooting at that studio that we now know involved his son, and it wasn't a drive-by. Police came in, ambulance came in, all the blood in the bathroom, we saw it, but no blood outside. But it was a drive-by shooting. Get out of here.
And criminal court. Ashley Parham's attorney says she wanted her name and story out there.
We have a lot of situations, especially in this arena, where we have accusers seemingly hiding behind a moniker, like the pseudonym Jane Doe.
Parham alleges she was drugged and gang raped in 2018 by the bad boy mogul in California. The plaintiff claims she reported.
I have this report right now on my tab. I have this lawsuit right here on my tab, and we're going to look at one section, because remember, I called KK, his right-hand woman, his assistant. I called her Giselle Maxwell, Yasleen, whatever. No, I didn't see. I've been busy, Cooch. Hold on, let me go look.
The alleged incident to multiple law enforcement agencies, but none took her complaint seriously.
I have no reason to doubt her story. I have had her tell me this story multiple times.
Combs' camp calling the 100-plus anonymous lawsuits false and outright absurd, saying the guessing game of baseless allegations is designed to exact a payoff. Gloria Allred represents another accuser and threatened action should anyone use this information for intimidation.
If anybody dares to.
Now, Gloria was at the courthouse when he went to get his trial date and the push for a speedier trial. Now, here's the thing. If they get this evidence, if they don't get everything by, let's say, December, I don't think it's enough time unless they've got law clerks working around the damn clock to sift through all the videos, all the messages. I can't see May 5th. Now, if they get it later, I want to know if they're going to come back and ask to postpone the trial, because how is your lawyer going forward and asking for a speedy trial and he hasn't seen all the evidence yet? That's what I'm having a hard time comprehending. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I know you want to get out of jail. Now the judge on that day held him until the 3-judge panel that they appealed to can make a decision on his bail. Hopefully we'll get that next week. Maybe we got it this week. I just haven't been looking. But he's appealed it to a higher court. Let's just see what happens with this third appeal. He's trying to get out. They asked that day if he can be released immediately. The answer was no. He was going to be held. They're not making a decision. Well, it's going to come from three judges. So he wants out. I get it. You want out, but I don't think this is the way that you do it. A speedy trial.
Attempt to contact, threaten, intimidate, hurt in any way any one of my clients who've come forward, that will be immediately reported.
The only civil settlement that we know of has been made to Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, for an unknown amount of money. His trial date is set for May 5th and has denied all wrongdoing. That's the latest live here in Lower Manhattan. I'm Anthony DiLorenzo, Pix 11 News.
Of One Direction reacting.
Okay, he got to stop getting Botox. But so.
Good morning, Shannon. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so this is about the lawsuit. So let me show you this lawsuit real quick. Replace screen sharing. Let me go to my window. To the window. To the wall. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure this is the right one. I think it is. Okay. Here is that lawsuit. It was filed October 15th. 62 pages. Ashley Parham versus Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Love, Puffy, and Diddy. Christina, Shane Pierce, and John Doe's 1 through 3, and a Jane Doe. Okay, it says trigger warning. This document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including allegations of sexual assault, sexual battery, kidnapping, and sex trafficking. Okay, so let's get down to where this is a part. Had any of the previous victims of defendant Diddy been taken seriously, or had any of the abaters, like defendants KK, Shane Doe's 1 through 3, and Jane Doe, reported defendant Diddy actions to law enforcement, defendant Diddy's illegal and unfathomable behavior could have been prevented. It could have been prevented. Instead, defendant Diddy was able to rain his abuse and terrorism on countless victims for over 30 years. Over 30 years. Oh my God. So this is everything. Hold on. That was a part, and I thought I marked it. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. I got to grab this. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to take that. Let me take the chat off the screen. I'm trying to see, how do I make this bigger? I don't know how to do it on Restream. I'm gonna have to figure that one out to make it bigger. Okay, so they're saying that this is going to stay in California since the offense happened in California. It says this court has personal jurisdiction over all defendants because they have purposely availed themselves or residents of the state or were conducting business in California, and this lawsuit arises out of acts that occurred in California and relates to their contacts with California. Further, the pervasive culture of abuse, including SAR, inappropriate touching, and wielding power and control over victims, was a constant presence with defendant Diddy and the other herein named defendants engaged in the acts described herein. The location of all events herein alleged occurred within the jurisdiction of California. So they're giving you the whole bill analysis because they were talking about the sexual assault and the fact that it wasn't reported. Oh, but it was reported. Nothing did. So they're telling you in this, they were trying to come up with all kind of stuff, but in this lawsuit, defendants' fraudulent concealment through active attempts of cover-up caused the ongoing trauma plaintiff suffers. Plaintiff had repressed her experience until recently when defendant Diddy was accused by his ex-girlfriend, former employee Cassie Ventura, and others regarding their experiences with defendant Diddy. Assessing the civil justice systems allow victim survivors an opportunity to seek accountability for the years of suffering caused by the abuse they experienced and the chance to take back the power they lost as a result of the sexual assault. So the allegations: plaintiff met defendant Shane February 2018 after an altercation with another man at a bar. While outside the bar, Shane called her. He wanted to impress her by putting Diddy on a FaceTime call. She says that she didn't want to talk to him because, in her opinion, he was responsible for the murder of Tupac Shakur. They said during this FaceTime call, Diddy got upset. And some of his children, including she saw Quincy and Christian. He invited her to come to his house. She didn't want to go. Okay, so in March, Shane invited Ashley over to his home to assist him with his cancer medication. Hi, Catrue. Hi, Cree. She said when she arrived, Shane informed her that he wanted to give her a ride in his new car. Shane and Ashley left for a brief, for a little bit, and then came back. Once they returned, Shane left his apartment door partially open. That was to let Diddy and his cohorts come in. Okay. And this happened in Orlando, California. There was a main entrance and a back entrance. He was ready. Hi, Party Rock. She said she and Shane began to watch a movie. Shane offered her a glass of water, which she retrieved, brought back to her. 10 minutes later, she said that Diddy and them showed up after this. She said Diddy entered the home in a grand, ready-to-party manner. Diddy came in through the back entrance, which is the backyard. He didn't come in through the main entrance. I saw the 3 dots, but it doesn't make me... Oh, hold on. Okay, I got it. It was an arrow. Thank you, Cooch. So let me remove this. All right, there we go. Thank you, Cooch. I just saw that. So when I I saw the arrows there, but in StreamYard, it tells you make it bigger, whatever. Thank you. So she said, along with Diddy and his bodyguard, defendant Doe 1, a woman who the plaintiff later identified as KK, Yasleen Maxwell, another woman, small, skinny build, early 30s with blonde, mid-length hair, who plaintiff has still been unable to identify. That's why they're calling her Jane Doe. Jane Doe defended Doe 2, who upon information and belief is a friend of the defendant Shane and Diddy defendant Diddy's driver Doe 3, who remained outside in his vehicle during the duration of the sexual assault. So she's saying that Shane invited her over to set her up. And I believe it. She said, when Diddy arrived, he immediately began to antagonize her and told her that she thought she would never see him in person. He told her that she was going to pay for her statement. Ashley said she was in shock. She never believed she would ever see or meet Diddy in real life, let alone in a small apartment rented by Shane. And there's some shit. So this is, oh my God. Defendant KK told Diddy that she did not think giving plaintiff a Glasgow smile would be advantageous to their potential clients who they could sell plaintiff for sex to. Glasgow, mark her face up, cut her. Defendant KK then made a threat to plaintiff that they could ship her off anywhere in the world and she would never see her family or anyone she knew ever again. Defendant Shane then partially undressed plaintiff. Then defendant Diddy removed the remainder of the plaintiff's clothing, removing the knife from her face, and then retrieved a bottle of liquid from a large fanny pack. Could this be the infamous baby oil? Defendant Diddy then squirted a bottle of liquid on plaintiff, which placed her in fear that she was being squirted with a chemical substance. This woman took a syringe, meaning KK, was then told by defendant Diddy to insert what looked like a syringe from a sterile packaging into her vagina. Don't say much. Hi, sweetie. Oh my God. So this is 62 fucking pages. She said that Diddy put, you heard it on the recording that I played, that he put a remote control in her vagina. I'm like, I'm sorry. How is a remote control gonna go unless they got one of them little? Still, a remote control? She said she was crying hysterically after being violently vaginally AR'd by Diddy with the television remote, as well as the lingering pain from the ordeal with the IUD. They couldn't get the IUD in. So he instructed Shane to turn plaintiff on her stomach. He was tired of hearing her cries. Told Shane to turn her over. Shane did as he was told. Let's see. Defendant Diddy then violently AR'd plaintiff anally after defendant Shane. So Shane did it first. Diddy did it after Shane. John Doe did it after Diddy and Shane. But after John Doe did it, he left and went outside. Then defendant John Doe 1 was instructed to R her. And instead of immediately arming her, defendant Doe doused plaintiff with more oil and lubricant, then jumped on top of plaintiff naked and oiled body, treating it like a slip and slide, knocking the wind out of the plaintiff due to his enormous size. Could that be Gene? Could that be Roger Bond? Who could it be now? This is fucked up. KK was there the whole time now. You know, Yasleen Maxwell 2.0, she was there the whole time. She got an IV bag. She wanted to make sure she was okay. They gave her an the morning after pill. They shoved it down her throat. Okay. Made sure she swallowed it. Then they all went outside in the backyard to smoke marijuana and cigarettes. Okay. She said she began looking for her clothes and whatever. I'm telling y'all, this thing reads, shit. I thought I was reading a Stephen King novel. Bye, Michelle. So I'm going to drop this link in the chat. You guys can read it. And anybody says this man, she said if his behavior would have been stopped 30 years ago. 30 years ago. 30 years ago. None of this shit. I'm thinking it's way before 30 years. Way before 30 years. Let me get you. So I posted this one, but let me just, I'm going to send that to Kelly too, which I did send Kelly some of it. I did send him some of it. All right, here we go.
Thanks for being here. Let's start with Diddy. I mean, and where do we even begin? He has been named in 6 lawsuits. 4 of those filed so far are male accusers. And I was reading the details.
One of them is a minor. And remember what Tony Bugby said. He would not file any lawsuits until they were vetted. He wanted to vet these lawsuits. So if he's vetted the 16-year-old that has come forward, he's vetted the 9-year-old. Those are the lawsuits that are there now. What did Party Rock say? You think he'll be Epstein? I said that too. They really can't afford nothing happening to him while he's there, I don't think. So, but then again, who's watching the people that's supposed to be watching the people that's watching him? There we go. Didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Here we go.
On the TMZ website, and wow, it's really graphic.
Is coming up.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Shannon, and I'll be careful explaining these things. But he's facing so many. I mean, it seems like an endless amount of fights on an endless amount of fronts right now. And these are civil lawsuits, obviously, so these are not criminal charges. But he's sitting in a jail cell in Brooklyn right now on criminal charges and facing life in prison if convicted. These lawsuits are from an attorney named Tony Bugby. He's been involved in a lot of big cases in the past. Deshaun Watson, Chris Brown, Travis Scott. So he knows his way around a big case. He represents these 4 men and you know, men now, but in one case, a 16-year-old boy who says in 1998, when he was a teenager, he went to a white party. He was invited. He found himself in an occasion to be alone with Diddy, he says, and he claims that Diddy basically, you know, made him drop his pants and Diddy touched him and essentially called it a rite of passage to become a star in the music industry. And then it just seemingly gets worse from there. I mean, allegations of sexual assault, ranging from 1998 to October of 2021. And these men in many cases have a similar story. One guy says, hey, 2008, I find myself, he said, I worked for Echo, the clothing line, and Sean, Diddy had Sean John, and he said, we were at the Macy's stockroom, the flagship store in Manhattan, and he says that he was pistol whipped by somebody who was with Diddy, and then that he was sexually assaulted and raped, and it's really, really ugly stuff. Diddy, for his part, last night came out, Shannon, and said, I never sexually assaulted anybody, man or woman, child or adult, but either he's the most targeted person in the world, or perhaps there's something.
So let me get this right. So the 16-year-old, the 9-year-old, he said he didn't. So they gave you consent. So so he can drop his pants, so you can touch his genitals because it's a rite of passage. That's assault. The guy at Macy's, when you have the Sean John line, which they kick your ass out of there too, that's not sexual assault because got you. Oh my God.
To these allegations, he hasn't been convicted of anything at this point, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. We know that there could be more victims on the way. That you mentioned Texas attorney.
I think there will be.
Yeah, Tony Busby, who says there will be more. Of course, as you mentioned, Diddy is denying all that. We appreciate the update. It is a tough case to follow.
Yeah.
All right, you can see TMZ weeknights at 11:30 p.m. on Fox 4, TMZ Live weekdays at 3.
So again, Diddy says he didn't do anything wrong. We know damn well this man is a predator. We've heard about it hi, Claudia. We've heard about it for years. The fact that people are now coming out, but not just coming out. They've been coming out. Nothing was done. Nothing was done. And I said weeks ago, when they start pulling these police reports, now, if they done got rid of police reports, when you file a report, you get a copy. Either you go down and get it, you can request it to be mailed, but normal people will go down and pick it up. And you mean to tell me a cop came out there that day when Ashley was assaulted and nothing was done? Diddy's mother said that here's the part that's in this lawsuit. Diddy called his mother, Janice Combs, Janice, who said her son didn't do anything. He only lied about Cassie. He called his mother after he assaulted Ashley and tried to convince Ashley not to report the assault. The mother yelled at Ashley to not hurt her son. She told his mother that he awed her. She was unfazed by that statement, then continued her demands with plaintiff to take the money being offered and not report the rape. He told her that he had gotten away with bigger crimes. And then he referred to Tupac again. Defendant Doe 1 then turned to defendant Diddy and pulled his gun on him, asking him to repeat what he said in reference to Tupac. She says, as the two of them were exchanging words, plaintiff went behind defendant Doe 1, where he seemingly began to protect the plaintiff. The neighbor directly across the street came outside and peered into the backyard and asked what was all the commotion about. Defendant Doe then pulled the gun at the neighbor and instructed him to mind his business and return to the residence. So we know that neighbor is probably going to be questioned, right? Defendant Doe 1 then turned the gun back on defendant Diddy. Plaintiff, not far behind defendant Doe 1, tried to grab the handgun. The gun went off and hit a hill behind Shane's residence. Defendant Diddy then ran up the back stone stairs near the hill in the backyard towards where defendants KK, Shane, and Jane Doe were. Plaintiff charged towards defendant Diddy, moving the concealed knife from her left hand to her right hand in pursuit of Diddy. So she had went to the kitchen, got a knife, and she was going to stab him. Defendant then pushed defendant Diddy from behind while on the stone stairs outside, causing him to fall with his back to the plaintiff. Plaintiff then raised the knife in a rage from the events that just transpired and with the intent of driving the knife into Diddy's back when he turned around and began pleading for his life. She said she was shocked to see him acting as a victim, and then turned and ran down the corridor stone back out to the backyard to escape. She grazed his stomach, though. She did. When she fell, she ran and she sliced him. Once she made it to the street, she began yelling loudly for someone to call the police. Defendant Doe 1, who had now caught up with the plaintiff, advised plaintiff that he was an undercover cop. To this day, plaintiff is unsure of the truth or falsity of that statement. Yes, she does. The same neighbor then again emerged from his residence asking what was transpiring. Just as plaintiff was attempting to answer, gunshots began being fired in plaintiff's direction. Plaintiff fled to a car near where the neighborhood was also taking cover and lost sight of defendant Doe 1. Plaintiff then heard SUV screeching and speeding leaving the residence. Plaintiff informed neighbor that it was Sean Combs who had ordered her and shot at them, but the neighbor was unaware who defendant Diddy was. Shortly thereafter, the sheriff from Contra Costa Sheriff's Department arrived at the neighbor's home. Plaintiff told the sheriff that she had been violently gang-raped by defendant Diddy and others, and that she did not have her clothes, phone, purse, car keys, or cell phone. The sheriff told plaintiff and the neighbor that they had received several noise complaints prior to the neighbor's call and instructed plaintiff to find a way to get home. He told her, go find a way home. The sheriff did not offer to take the plaintiff home, nor did he call for emergency services in an ambulance, nor any offer to take the plaintiff to the hospital, nor any offer to help the plaintiff recover her clothes. The neighbor offered to let plaintiff sleep on his couch until she could figure out a way to get her possessions and get home, but plaintiff declined and only remained at the neighbor's residence for a short period of time once the sheriff left. Plaintiff then went back to defendant Shane's residence, where she found the door open and her clothes were readily accessible in his residence. See me, I wouldn't have went back to Shane's house. I would have called another police officer, which she did. But here's the part that gets me. She took a nap at Shane's house. Shane left the house. She stayed there and took a nap. When he came back, he gave her her purse, her cell phone, and her keys, and she left. On March 26, 2018, Plaintiff contacted her primary care doctor and asked for an HIV and STD test in fear of possibly having contracted a disease from her violent R. Plaintiff tried to continue her life as she felt she wouldn't be believed after plaintiff already had told the sheriff's department R her in no further avail. So Shane got a new car the day before her R, a car that Diddy bought for him. So this was a setup. So a few weeks later, in April 2018, plaintiff, still in pain, reeling from the horrific assault, went to the hospital as her injuries had not subsided from the assault. The hospital conducted several tests on the plaintiff, including an R kit, ultrasound, and x-rays. Additionally, plaintiff was given IV fluids to stabilize her vitals as she was in a severe weakened state from being unable to eat and losing a substantial amount of weight since the R occurred. While at the hospital, plaintiff told members of her treatment team about her horrific assault, and they contacted Walnut Creek Police. Walnut Creek Police showed up to plaintiff's hospital room, took a statement regarding her assault on March 23rd. Plaintiff had already told Contra Costa. They did nothing. Diddy again, wait a minute. Plaintiff declined to refer to defendant Diddy again to Walnut Creek Police because she believed she would be ignored by the Walnut just as she was by the other sheriff's department. Plaintiff also told Walnut Creek Police about the assault from defendant Shane and Doe 2. Plaintiff believes her statements made to Walnut Creek Police while at the hospital were captured by police body cam footage. Plaintiff filed a report to the Orinda Police Department on April 17th, 2018, but again was too afraid to name defendant Diddy as one of her assailants. During this report, the plaintiff provided her clothing to the police from the night of the assault, but they only retained her underwear. To date, the underwear was never returned, and plaintiff believes no investigation ever commenced. This is only 22 pages. 22 pages I've read so far. Well, skipping around. So on July 19th, 2018, she requested a copy of her report. Well, she requested a copy of the report from Walnut Creek Police Department. On July 19, 2018, plaintiff was provided a letter from Walnut Creek Police Department stating that it was unable to furnish this information as it is confidential and not subject to public release, despite plaintiff not being the public and the victim. She's the victim. She's asking for her report. In July 2024, Ashley emailed the chief of the sheriff's office regarding her complaint, lack of investigation, and how she was treated by the initial responding officer. Plaintiff then later received a call back from a detective, but then nothing further. She began seeking legal counsel for her claims, ultimately being referred to the undersigned for representation. Can you believe this shit? Can you believe this shit? 3 police departments, a sheriff and 2 police departments. Are we serious about this? His mom knows everything. Hi, Crafting with Amanda. His mom knows everything. I've never gone to a strip club with my sons or my grandson. I told my grandson when he had turned 18, Well, I wasn't in Houston. I told him I was going to take him to a strip club, but never took him. Never took him. I wasn't. But this shit is bad. His mother was called so she can talk to this woman and get her not to press charges against her son and take the money. She never took the money. He offered her money. So tell me again how Janice Combs is not aware of the nasty shit that her son does. Tell me again how Janice don't know what her son does. If everybody is seeing the video at this party and you see Mary J. Blige hugging him, Mary J. is so fucked up, it's not even funny. She can't even stand up straight. Now, if you're really her friend, and I saw my friend in that condition, I wouldn't be filming it. Yes, his daddy was a criminal and got taken out because they thought he was a snitch. Snitch, bitch. But he said he never wanted to be like his dad. Of course not. You wanted to be bigger and better than your dad. Of course not. You don't want to be like daddy. So, Christian, Justin, hi, Sassy. Hi, baby. Christian, Justin, Janice. All of them. And we already know that that lawsuit that Lil Rod has Christian's name all in it, and Justin's. And Justin's. So we're going to have, what is it, Surviving Diddy? R. Kelly's doing it. But Sheriff Grady did a press conference yesterday about human trafficking. I haven't watched it. Koosh just told me about it, and I haven't watched it. I see it's 42 minutes long. And so I'm going to have to show that one at a later date. This is just too much. This is really too much. And it's only going to get worse. But I need to know, we need to know, who are these celebrities who's settling lawsuits to keep their names out? And then Allie put out another video. And hold on a second. Hold on. I want to look at Sheriff Grady real quick. So there was 157 suspects in a human trafficking sting operation. And let me drop this here. Yeah, we know Oprah's in there somewhere. So Sheriff Grady has been on it. I just dropped the link. I think Oprah is as guilty as they come as well. I really do. She's shady as shit. Shady. What else was there? Oh God, I hurt. But there is what is it? There's Surviving Diddy. It's like a 32-minute documentary, but we don't want to do that. I want to wait until DMX's stuff comes out. Oh, but Eric Menendez, hold on. The Menendez brothers. So, there was a press conference the other day with the family asking for their immediate release, right? I watched that, was like an hour or something. And the aunt, the niece, the cousins, they were all there. But there was an uncle that stated that he doesn't think that the brother should be released, and that is Kitty's brother. And I'm trying to find it because I had it up to show you. Kitty's brother says that he doesn't believe that they needed to be released. All the other family members. Oh, here we go. I have it. That's what I wanted to show you before I got out of here. Now the press conference was day before yesterday, I do believe. Get down. Hold on. There we go. All right. Hold on. There was a big press conference. They're all reading off statements why they think they should be released. When the trial first happened, I did believe, and I still believe, those boys were molested. Even though it's hard to believe at that time that hi, moving mad. Hi, honey. Even though it's hard to believe that young men can be molested at that time, it was always girls and women. I believe they were molested. Now, it took the fact that one of the guys from Menudo came forward, even though the cousin had evidence. She knew about it because she had spoken to either Eric, who's the youngest one, Eric, and he had told her about it. Daddy's tea. Oh my God. So let's look at this.
One side of the story, but another member of the Menendez family sees it very differently.
He thinks the brothers need to stay in prison.
Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes live in Beverly Hills to tell us who he is.
You made a point. You said after the Menudo story, you believed it. But why didn't we believe it? Well, why didn't you believe it when it first came out? I mean, I knew they bought cars, they bought Rolexes, they partied, but to me, that was a sign of rebellion. That was a sign of trying to cover things up and trying to make yourself feel better. I do believe those young men were sexually assaulted by their father, and their mother knew it. Their mother knew.
Is and why he feels that way. Rob.
Yeah, not everyone believes Lyle and Eric Menendez should be released. One of those people is Milton Anderson, not a very well-known name, but his sister, Kitty Menendez, was shot and killed by the brothers in this house. An impressive sight today outside the courthouse where the Menendez brothers were sentenced. Extended family members of the brothers surrounded by a sea of media asking for the two to be released from prison. But not every family member feels that way.
Mr. Anderson firmly believes that his nephews were not molested.
Of course. Wow.
He believes that that is a fabrication, and he believes that the motive was pure greed.
Attorney Kathy Katie represents Milton Anderson, the brother of Kitty Menendez.
God, they look alike. Look at that. They look alike.
Yes, this photo of the siblings taken just 3 weeks before Kitty was shotgunned to death by her two sons in 1989. Katie says Anderson, who is now 90 years old, wants the brothers to remain imprisoned and serve their life sentences at the very least for killing his younger sister.
At the time of the trial, at least according to the Court of Appeal opinion, one of the brothers said that killing her was, quote, a mercy killing.
The latest move to release the brothers comes after the attorney for the two submitted new evidence he claims helps prove their father sexually abused them. But Katie says that was filed over a year ago and that District Attorney George Gascon is now using the case to drum up political support as he nears the election.
And I was thinking the same thing, okay? But the same thing with Scott Peterson. He's now been given access to 2 other items, to do testing on stuff from the van. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, when I first heard this case, I was like, oh my God. And I was like, and you know, but they made a big deal about the spending spree they were on. But to me, it was a cover up. Leslie Aberson, is that her name? The attorney for them. That woman was feisty. Shit, God, she was feisty. But I believe they were molested. Even before I heard, I said, just because we see what's on the outside, when you see them together, no one knows what goes on in a home. No one knows what goes on in a home. Oh, moving man. Man, see, no one knows. Everything looks good on the outside. You see the happy family together. That's not true behind closed doors all the time. Look at this man who killed his whole family. They were happy, kids were thriving, but he lost all of his money. And he killed his whole family because of his pride. Yep, they will control their whole lives. Nothing they did was ever good enough. Nothing they did was ever good enough for them. Hi, Gypsy. Good morning.
Mr. Anderson just wants to make sure that whatever decision is made, that it's not politically driven,
And I do
that it
believe
really
it's politically driven.
done because of the right reasons.
Katie also says against California law, Anderson has been brushed aside by the DA's office, denied input on the fate of his sister's killers. Gascon's office declined to comment on Anderson's lack of involvement.
Mr. Anderson understands that he's not going to be the one who's going to be able to make the final decision, but he wants to make sure that the person who does make that final decision doesn't forget about him.
Now, Anderson's attorney says they sent a letter to George Gascon asking to meet with the DA before he makes any kind of decision on the Menendez brothers.
Yes, for a 90-day extension. So,
and now to the torn.
Okay, so
that is one side of the story, but another member of the Menendez family sees it very differently.
He thinks the brothers need to stay in prison.
Eyewitness News report.
I don't want to hear that. Close player. Okay, so the family's press conference, they had everybody out there. Hold on. The cousin who wouldn't let testify during their trial, she was there. Okay, she was saying how they wouldn't let her speak. This is the one I'm talking about. This is the live they did. She had evidence at that time, and they would not let her speak. And I'm trying to find her. Hold on.
Wrongly for well over a year. Joan, who you will hear from in about 5 minutes, we actually, because of her young age, turns 93 next month.
That's
we had a very rare thing done back in December.
A place to sleep. Thank you for being here.
Them. Their father's abuse shattered their lives and the family's lives.
So I'm
and
gonna put this here if you haven't watched it. Go take a look at it, please.
Their trauma, compounding this tragedy.
Yeah, good.
We live in a time now where we understand how abuse can shape a person's actions, male or female. We live in a time now where we understand what trauma does to the brain development of a child.
And everybody in this chat is saying free the 28 million subscribers. They have 199K views on this video. They're all saying free the Menendez brothers. Let's say they did it. Let's say it was out of greed. Okay, let's say it was out of greed. They were young men. I think 35 years. What, Eric was 18 or 19, Lyle was 21. The fact that Lyle has apologized for abusing his brother, because he sexually assaulted Eric because his dad did it to him. But at that time when this came out, there was no way young men at that age can be sexually assaulted. Bullshit. Men get assaulted all the time. They just don't come forward with it. Madsy, don't open your mouth. Don't open your mouth, Madsy. Don't say a word. Men get assaulted all the time. All the time. I was just reading, Madsy, I saw Chidi's part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chidi is not playing. He has come out the box. I was like, okay, Chidi. So they have served more time than most. But when you have a cousin that had evidence of what her cousin told her, what he wrote to her when they were visiting, and you wouldn't let her get on the stand, but it took some pop star to say that Jose abused him. Now it's a whole different story. Exactly, Sassy. Because murders don't occur in Beverly Hills. Murders don't occur in Beverly Hills. So I think these young men need to be free. I believed it when I first heard about it. And I was in my 30s. I believed it then. So again, I dropped the link if you want to go watch the press conference. Mark Garagos. I dropped the link if you want to go and watch it and hear the statements of the cousins, the aunts, the nephews, and both sides of the family. Kitty's side, except for her brother, and Jose's side was at that rally. And then there is a petition to sign, but the prosecutors asked that, that they be extended 90 days to review it. Why? You believe the pop star. Why don't you believe his own sons? When Lyle finally told him that was enough and stop, he moved on to Eric. Oh my God, Madsy, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Raleigh, I saw an article on you not too long ago. It was in asking, what did you and you and Statler do for a living? I'm like, why is Riley's name being brought up again? Yep, her sister wants them out. The cousin said they knew something was going on in that house. She said it just wasn't a welcoming environment. And the boys would always be walking on eggshells trying to get their dad's approval. And Kitty would drink and pop pills all the time. Really? So, again, Monster is on Netflix. It wasn't bad, Riley. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Monsters is on Netflix. Then there's another one, like an hour and a half. It's called A Look Inside the Menendez Brothers. It's on Netflix. But Monsters to me was a better one. And I don't know if you guys are following the husband that was burned in that murder trial. This one's good. That one's really good. So I've been listening to that. But other than that, that's all I have. Is anybody going live today before I get out of here? I know that Debbie and I are going to be live in the morning, and Kelly's going to be on with us. Riley, if you want to join, you can. But we're going to be really, really talking about all this Diddy stuff, and we're going to look at it from an ex-detective standpoint. So I'm actually looking forward to that. It is so much stuff that comes out daily. There's false information coming out, but I still want to know whose house was raided. Was DJ Khaled still living in that house? Did he sell it? because the house went up for sale March or May. It was rated, what, last night? Or was it the night before? My days have just melted together. And I'm telling you, oh my God, just being in the office all week drove me freaking, what, today's Friday, I'm not in there. But anyway, I just can't. Oh, I'll try. Most likely will be knocked out. Well, yeah, so I watched both of them, Susie. I watched both of them. Yep. But, you know, so they aired the trial. They had some clips with Leslie Abraham. I like to look at different things so I can get my own opinions. And my opinion hasn't changed. I do believe you might do another parody. Oh my God, guys. So before we leave, Chantel, I'm going to play it. Our favorite person went live yesterday. Now, she acts like she don't know that her sister has called her all the way out, okay? I was laughing so hard. She's still asking for food. She's asking for so Riley, I'm gonna need you to go and look. I'm gonna need you to go to Pennsylvania and find her. Hold on. Hold on. So Chantel, I don't know what was going on with that live, but you had something in front of it for like 5 or 10 minutes. But let's just show this and then I'm gonna get out of here. Damn, I'm sniffling like her. No, I'm not having withdrawals, okay? I've been in and out, and it's been pretty chilly here in the mornings when I leave. Alexa, what temperature is it?
Right now, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's 30 degrees here right now.
Set to high of 56 degrees.
High today is 56. So imagine me leaving out of here, but I was bundled up too, scarf and all.
Money for dinner.
See, Chantel,
It's not a 15-minute walk, though. If it was, I would just do it every day by myself. I wouldn't even bother my dad. That doesn't even make any sense. Hi. No, and all I have is PP, Lisa Richard, 875. Friends and family. Somebody literally sent me $25 to get there and back. And he did it in a way so that he knew they would hold it, which they did because it wasn't friends and family.
Oh, okay.
And then wrote, "Oh, my bad. Guess you'll have to send my money back." Like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck?
Hold on. It's getting ready to get off. Hold on. Oh, okay, there we go.
I actually forgot to ask him about that, the delivery. I will ask, though, when I get home.
Look at Precious. Skeletor.
Home later. I'll try to make it sound like really good.
That's so rude.
Like it'll help them too. So I don't see why not, But yeah, all I have is the Facebook Pay. If anybody's on my Facebook, you can do Facebook Pay on the Messenger.
Okay.
14. I need 14. Well, I need a ride home and I need food for dinner, but I'm probably gonna, I don't know which one if I can get the 14, I don't know which one I'm gonna take. I really don't. Because I really need to get something to eat. Don't tell me I don't need anything. You don't know me.
You don't need anything.
But all I have is PayPal.
Okay.
Lisa Richard 875. That's all I have.
She was begging earlier. Okay, let me get the last one she did last night. So you guys can go and watch it. But this is the last one she did last night. And this was some funny shit. Okay. I'm sorry. It's funny.
There's no bridge behind me either.
There's a bridge right
I
there.
honestly don't know. OD. Oh
There's a
my gosh.
bridge.
Now they want me to die. And Abe and all this
She's
shit.
walking all day. All day.
$15.
She needs 15 now.
A lot of people ask me to mod. I need 15 for the lift.
15. She's been walking all day.
And starve to death or walk the 5 more miles and eat.
$15. Before she needed 14, now she needs 15. She been walking all day. This girl must have walked across the state of Pennsylvania. I'm telling you. She keeps saying that it takes her longer to get to her clinic. Her sister said it's a 10 or 20-minute walk. She goes, the reason why it takes her so long because she's always begging. She's down the street from my dad's house. There's that famous bridge behind her that you see all the time when she said she's not home.
Eat one or the other. So I'll block you, no problem. Mod, he wants blocked. So there you go. I got you. Bye. Have a good night.
See, Heather's in Chicago.
Lisa Richard 875 is the PayPal. I'm not working the corner. That's very rude to say.
So wait a minute. She's reading comments, right? Comments are off. I've slowed this down. I've watched. Not one person in that chat told her to work the corner. People are going to ask her, what are you reading? Then she tells you that people have been sending her messages on her Apple Pay, but not one time do you hear her phone going off, not even vibrating. Bye, Raleigh, sweetie. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful weekend.
Didn't get to talk to my dad about that. He was
Thank
asleep
you
when I left. I don't know
Super chat.
what he's doing right now. I don't even have boots. I need 15 sent to Lisa Richard 875. But
she don't have boots. Now, how many of us remember seeing her running over to building 109 with boots on her feet? I do.
Has to be friends and family so I can use it to order the lift. So I can put it on my or Facebook Pay. Don't send anything. Let me fucking just wow.
Lisa, you don't need any.
I just answered 15 for the lift, ma'am. Please stop asking the same question. I know what you're trying to do. I need help with 15 minimum.
Minimum.
Lisa Richard 875 friends and family. Why can't I be serious? To get home. My sister don't live with us. I've been walking. I already walked 2 miles. Wow. Wow, I need mods so fucking bad in here. I need more. I need more fucking mods. If I got the money, I would order it on the thing. And I'd put the picture up afterwards because they already got my address. I don't care. But nobody ever helps with it. It's $15.11 for the lift. I'm not rude, ma'am. I'm cold and I'm hungry. And you didn't understand the messages I was getting when I got off. You don't understand. I can't even put them up because I'll get in trouble.
Yes, you can post them, Lisa.
No, it's not $50. It's $15 for the lift. Top 4 ways to what? To what? I know I'm a piece of shit. Like, you don't gotta tell me that. You don't gotta tell me that, okay? Like, I get it.
I like when she gets mad.
And all I have is PayPal.
Ow.
Ma'am, every 2 hours, I haven't even been on today. Like, just say anything.
Okay.
Fucking anything, bro.
No, she was already 302. Okay, so hold on. She'll be back. Hold on.
I don't know. Who's Carl?
She knows
I did
who
not
Chef
make
Carl
that
is.
much that day.
She
months that day. Dude, please do not get me upset with her because that will not go well for anybody.
In
Can't
Pennsylvania, it's
anything. Can
302.
you just do it so I cry, you fucking... My Facebook is Lisa Richard. The link to the Facebook is in the bio of this page. I put it like it's on the page. You can click it and it'll take you right to my Facebook for Facebook Pay. I'm not trying to scare anybody. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Like, that's not...
See the bridge? There's no
Like,
bridge
that's not a
behind her,
thing
though.
either.
See the bridge? See the bridge? And look, the car outside, the van.
365 vibes with a Z 365.
But that's not a
Vibes.
bridge.
I'm gonna check and see if anybody sent to the Lisa Richard 875 friends and family. If they did, I'm going to I need people. So if they did, I need people, and I want to try to.
So she paused the live. She's gonna go check her thing. Hold on. Let me get to where she's at. Then she comes back and she is pissed. Hold on. Right here. She's pissed.
$4 to order the lift. 10. Somebody help me out with 7. So somebody could help me with Lisa Richard 875 PayPal, friends and family, or the Facebook Pay. I will love you forever.
I will love you forever.
I just need 10.
But she said 15.
I can order it.
Okay.
I won't be.
She said 15. Somebody just helped her out with 7. Her math isn't mathing. Okay? Her math ain't mathing. She said 15. Earlier it was 14. 15. Now she needs. I'm like, bitch, get your life together.
Be able to eat, but I can order it. Please, anybody,
please, can I get a...
Probably be somebody on here.
I love you forever. I promise.
Please. Lisa Richard 875 PayPal.
Please,
it has to be friends
guys.
and family. There's
guys, please help me.
I'm starting to get a little sketch now. I don't know why, but I am.
All these lights, she's getting sketch. In the neighborhood.
Nobody will help. Okay.
There's the bridge.
It's pretty good.
She's down the street from my dad's house.
Wow. Why?
Why, guys?
Why?
Why?
You did this to me.
Why did you do this to me?
No. Only PayPal. Lisa Richard 875 friends and family. It's on the sticker on the screen. I need 10 more to even order the list. What other people sent added up to the $7. So yeah.
Yep. See, other people sent
Lisa Richard 875. I'm trying to stay by like this main road because I don't want to go.
Girl, you're in your daddy's neighborhood.
Me too.
I
don't like it.
I don't like
it. In case I can order the lift, I want to be like by somewhere where I can see an address.
There's an address right there.
You know,
there's an address across the
I'm
street.
trying.
See the house?
I'm fucking freezing. I don't know. I should be walking. Is what I should be doing. But
maybe you should have brought your ass home earlier. Just saying, girl.
Lisa Richard 875 friends and family, please. If you can help, please. Let me go check and see because I want to order it so bad.
Okay, wait a minute. She coming back. Well, her neighbor Nicole did, and that's why she's moved down the street now. But the issue is she's got drug dealers coming into this neighborhood. Okay, hold on. Let's go. I'm going to show you when she comes back. She's pissed. Oh, my God. I love it. Here we go.
So much. I'll be fucking walking 5 miles over $10. I won't forget it. I will not fucking forget it. Because no.
She won't forget it, guys. She will not forget it. You've got her walking 5 miles, over 10 fucking bucks. She won't forget it. So y'all better just make sure she gets home. Yep, she's right down the street from my dad's house. She's down the street from her dad's house. So her sister, in case you guys haven't seen it, let me drop the link for you. Chantel, do you have it, or do you want me to send them to Kai's? Hold on. I don't see where you have it at. Oh, here's Chantel's parody too, guys. Hold on. She's teasing Amanda Bowden, who's always in the woods. Amanda's always in the woods. So Chantel is teasing Amanda. Hold on.
Hello. So I'll be needing $50 to get to taxi. I gotta get to Portland to get to go to the shelter, and there's no ride, there's no Uber. I need to take a taxi. You can't prepay a taxi.
Chantel, this was brilliant.
They don't take cards.
I already like this.
You know,
on my phone.
I'm homeless.
Okay.
And I live with my mother-in-law. Oops, no, I don't. And I got nobody here with me. Frank does not exist. So yeah, I am. See, look, I am in the woods.
She's in the woods.
Just ignore the cemetery behind me. Goodbye.
Bye. She's in the woods, guys. Ignore the cemetery. But I'm gonna Chantel, I don't see the video where Lisa's sister joins her on panel. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna drop this link so you guys can go watch this too. Her sister calls her out. But
see, it's a
so
it's a roach.
See, it's a roach. She wants people to feel sorry for her. Here's her sister.
What was that?
Y'all need to go watch this. Her sister calls her out. So I dropped the link. You guys go watch it. And then, Chantel, I have another awareness group that I'm a part of on Facebook. And they have all these scammers up there. Okay. Yeah, I just dropped it. I thought I did anyway. I thought I dropped the link. Yeah, I did. Okay. So there's the one right there. And then there are calls on Kai's channel. I don't know if Chantel has them. Her name is Kai Foxy. When Kimberly Rhea released all of these phone calls between her and Lisa, you can hear the night that Lisa got jumped because she tried to steal. Hi, my Susan. She tried to steal a bag of H from this woman. And she whipped her ass, busted her lip, took her phone, and took her wallet. Send it to me in a couple, LOL. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I will see you. I'm going to do a members only live next week, probably Tuesday. There's a lot of shit that I'm going to discuss on my members live. And trust me, when you can't sleep, you listen to all kinds of shit. And you hear shit that just want to make you go, what the fuck? So we're going to have that on members only next week. And I will see you guys later. I know I don't have to. Oh, you don't have the calls. Okay, hold on a second. Let me drop Kai's channel in here. I don't mind. I don't think Kai would mind if you shared it, but let me drop Kai's channel in here. And she has part 1 and part 2. And Chantel, I really would like you to come up one day because I want to get your perspective on this infighting with these awareness groups. You already know how I feel about Edie and B. I think I can't stand that B woman, but I've always liked Frauditor. I really like Jennifer. And when I heard they were trying to get Kai's channel, that they struck her channel and Kai's not even monetized, I'm like, what the hell? So I'm gonna drop Kai's channel. If you go down to October 15th, she has part 1 and part 2 of the phone calls between Scam Slam is out of the drama. Did you, girl? What I heard from Scam Slam when I Edie and B and the messages, I'm just like, oh my God. And then B saying that someone threatened her child. Nobody threatened your damn child. Cut that shit out. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I am going out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't see in StreamYard. You used to be able to see who sent you super chats, but I said thank you when I received them. I'll figure out a way to see them again. I want to say thank you to everybody, and I'll definitely see you tomorrow. And who knows, if anything good's happened today with the trial, with the opening statements, I might come back for a few. But I'll see you guys later. Have a happy Friday, guys. Bye.